I love making these jalapeno poppers. They are so easy to do. This time we're going to switch it up a little bit. Instead of cutting them down the center, we are actually just going to cut off the top part. Now they do make a tool for this to be able to get all the seeds and everything out, but I find that a spoon is just super convenient. So I'm just holding the top of the spoon and giving a little bit of pressure, placing the spoon into the jalapeno and just twisting around to make sure I get all the seeds and the insides out. Now I did leave a couple of seeds in there because obviously I couldn't get it completely out, but that was perfectly fine. For the shrimp, I'm using the Walmart brand. These are the extra large shrimps, and here is all the nutrition facts on the back. We're just going to want to take off all the tails. I've seen in other videos, if you don't want the jalapeno and you just want to do a bacon shrimp, they leave the tail on, I believe, and then just wrap the bacon around it and cook it just like that. But once you have all the tails off, we are just going to pat them dry with a paper towel just so that all the seasoning can stick to it. For our seasonings, I'm just keeping it very simple with 1 teaspoon of Tony's Bold and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. You could do garlic powder too if you would like, and then just finishing this off with some salt and pepper. Mix this all together so that your shrimp is fully combined. For our cheese, we usually do cream cheese, but we wanted to experiment this time with these jalapeno cheese sticks. So I'm just cutting them into 3 strips, and then we decided to go ahead and dice them because I didn't really know how to put the strips into the jalapeno. Like I said, we are experimenting all the way around with this. So once I have them in dices, we are just going to move on to our shrimp. And I also decided to cut those up because I didn't feel like I could fit the whole shrimp and the cheese in 1 jalapeno. So I'm going to go in with a layer of that cheese, a layer of the shrimp, and then just continue this process until they are completely filled up. You want to make sure that you have it pushed down all the way so that nothing will come out. It took me some time to figure out how to wrap the bacon, so I made sure to put the bacon covering the top. I'm going to put some pressure on it to hold it and then just work it all the way around. If you had some toothpicks, you could definitely put some toothpicks in these, but we were running low, so I didn't put toothpicks in all of them, and it seemed okay. There was a couple that ended up unwrapping a little bit, but that was perfectly fine. So once we have all of our jalapenos wrapped, we are going to move outside to the grill. Now you could definitely do this in the oven, just making sure to rotate so that your bacon can get completely cooked. I'm going to brush on some butter that I just mixed with the seasonings that we used previously. After a few minutes, we are just going to flip our jalapenos to the other side and brush it with that butter mixture. Now, this does take some time to cook, so be prepared for a little bit longer of a cook time, but I promise it is definitely worth it. These came out so good. Look at that perfect char on them. The jalapenos were super soft. That bacon was nice and crispy. I really enjoyed the shrimp in this recipe. I might do the shrimp and the cream cheese, see how that works out, but the cheese in this melted just fine. We served ours with some jalapeno sausage, and Sheldon made this like cream cheese shrimp dip. It was so good. I'm gonna have to definitely get him to make that again. This shrimp and sausage dish is so good. We're gonna start with a red bell pepper, orange bell pepper, 2 celeries, some onions, and garlic. So I made a very similar dish to this a few videos back. I'll make sure to link that down below, where it was just veggies and sausage, but I wanted to elevate it a little bit more for you guys. So we are just going to start off by dicing up all of our vegetables, getting all the prep work out of the way, and setting these to the side. Now for our sausage, I'm using our favorite Holmes brand of jalapeno sausage, using about 3 to 4 links for this. If you have a bigger family, I definitely recommend using the whole package, but it was just myself eating this tonight. For our shrimp, again, we are using that frozen shrimp from Walmart, and I'm just taking off all of the tails. For our seasonings, I have a teaspoon of Tony's, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of parsley. Now I didn't add any salt because that Tony's does have a lot of salt in it, but but you could definitely add it in if you would like. I just saved mine to the end so I could taste it before I salted it. To a hot skillet, I have 2 tablespoons of butter, and we were just going to cook down our onions until they were translucent, and then we're going to add in all of our vegetables. I am going to season my vegetables with the Tony's Bold. I thought I was out, that's why I didn't originally use it, but I just went in with maybe about a teaspoon or so, and then mix this all together. Once your peppers are done, we are going to cook up our sausage and set that to the side. Now, I attempted to make a sauce and it was okay. I used 4 tablespoons of butter, and then a half cup of half and half, some onion powder, parsley, basically all the seasonings that I used before, and then a half cup of Parmesan cheese. I did go back in with a little bit more of that half and half just to make it a little bit more liquidy. The sauce was okay. I definitely need to perfect that, but I just mixed all my peppers and my sausage together. This was so delicious. You definitely need to try this one out. If you need some more meal inspiration, check out this video here, and I will catch you guys in the next one.